Good evening. How's everybody doing? Another hot one here in Chicagoland. Tonight at 7 p.m. is night 2 of Z-Fest over on Twitch, the Elastic Arts channel. And this is going to be a little bit of a starter for myself. And I'm going to invite, talk a little bit about what's been happening. Alex.
Hey, Louis. All right. Hanging out. How about you?
Good. It's another hot one.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's the family doing?
Good. We went to the park hoping for a sprinkler to be on, and it wasn't, but then just a sprinkler on the lawn on the way was there, so we just stood in the street for 15, 20 minutes as it passed over and away from us over and over again.
Nice. Well, that's good. You got it somehow, right?
Yeah.
That's what we done. You're teaching your daughter to improvise early on.
Yeah. I'm following her lead. She knows what she's doing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here on Instagram for a quick little a live chat, what's going on, because at 7 o'clock, it is night 2 of Z-Fest. And Alex Wing here is on the first set. So listen to us if you want to, but the most important thing to get out of this is that we're talking about Salik, and we got night 2 coming up on the Twitch channel of Elastic Arts. In brief, Alex, let me know what it felt like when you got the phone call from the Ziads to participate in this first festival.
Well, it was wonderful because I hadn't spoken with them in a while, certainly since before lockdown. Because Daya and Talib were always sort of with Salik at the shows, helping him promote things. Obviously, Salik and Talib were playing shows together all the time. My friendship with Salik formed at the same time as my friendship with them formed. So it was just wonderful to sort of hear from an old friend as well. But yeah, I mean, just the idea, A, and B, being invited to be part of it was really nice and special. And then, specifically having an opportunity to help put the group together for my set, was exciting, and, an opportunity to sort of conceive of putting something together around, obviously around folks who, mutual friends and colleagues who had worked with Salik, shared a common bond in that way. And also, and it's a big pool of people. I mean, I was, wanted to narrow it down in terms of being ready in time, being, cautious enough about how many bodies I was bringing into a building under, COVID, even as things ease up. So, but there was a huge number of people. I could have reached out to people some of whom I met in the first place because of Salik, or people who, through Salik, I already knew, or who were my colleagues, but who I was able to, time and time again over the years, sort of, revisit and cement those relationships. So, it was just the idea of, who to call and how to put the thing together was a bit of a challenge, because it's, Salik was, among other things, a connection for me to a huge group of, remarkable other people.
That's true. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, so just to get you excited about what's happening over there at 7 p.m. on Twitch, the Elastic Arts thing. This is Z-Fest Night 2, and this first set is Alex Wing, Tamika Reed, and Edward Wilkerson Jr. That's the trio. So, yeah, I mean, that's all you really got to say. It's like, go over there at 7 and I was there. I mean, I got to sort of be off the side there, creating artwork, and it's here in the studio somewhere. But it's just a great set, man. It's just so. Tell me a little bit about the oud.
Sure. So I mean, and that's an important connection as well. I mean, I play oud. Generally, I've been playing, learned through joining the Middle East Music Ensemble at the University of Chicago over 20 years ago. I was part of the ensemble for 15, 20 years. Not as much in recent years because I have family and more, time, other commitments. But Salik was very interested in it when he learned in the first place, and then he had me join playing oud while Shanta Narula played sitar for the first time, and that actually led to a very fruitful collaboration further down the road, Shanta's own group, Sitarsis, that I played with. But he had us, thank you, he had us playing together with me as a sort of guest of Great Black Music Ensemble. I think the videos are up on YouTube, maybe of the first time we did it at the New Velvet 10, 11 years ago, something like that, more. Sort of as us as a duet, as a feature, as a sort of big opening for this sort of suite he had. I'm trying to think of what the name of the suite was. We played in the set the third movement from the suite, so that's why it's killing me that I can't remember. Oh, With My Heart She Cries. There we go. The sort of big piece called With My Heart She Cries. And there's several movements to it.
Yeah, I think I watched that on Salik's birthday, actually. I was going through his YouTube channel. Another great place if you want to get connected more into what Salik done and his influence. His YouTube channel is great because I just let it go. So it kind of went from that set that you were just talking about, I'm pretty sure. It kind of looked like it was happening at like a... okay, I don't know where it was, but Shanta Narula was there, and you, and it was that music was there, and then it goes to Salik, doing a classical piece, a vocal classical piece, and then it goes to him scatting, which, man, I love that. Man, that man could scat. It's just
yeah. I mean, Salik is, among many other things, a sort of true child of the, how to phrase this, like the original spirit or the enduring spirit of the AACM. And what that is for him, again, there's lots of ways to try to approach the description of him, but, a deep-rootedness in tradition, in jazz tradition, in black music tradition generally, connected to, without a sort of division or without a conception of a division between that and a sort of reaching forward into his own musical concept, into his own sense of experimentation. There's also a rich history of experimentation explicitly with the AACM, so connecting to that, but also just a sense of what he himself wanted to do, and sort of, having his concert regimens, his different groups that he had, his sort of whole artistic vision being spread out in these different projects that sort of broached those different things. Some projects would, some nights or projects or groups that he had would sort of encompass a great many of those things all in one. Sometimes it was more specifically focusing on straight ahead, on standards, some just free improvisation at other times, and lots of stuff in between. I mean, I played with a huge number of different sort of settings with Salik, some where I was playing bass and just playing straight ahead, his arrangements, and sometimes him writing lyrics, like he wrote these lyrics for Donna Lee, for instance, and a lot of other things.
I love that.
And then the thing that I mentioned before, his original composition, which also encompassed a lot of free improvisation, but me playing oud with Shanta, another huge group, I can't even remember how many, at the showcase actually, with me and Ed Wilkerson playing oud, and 2 bass players and 2 drummers and a whole bunch of folks from Great Black Music Ensemble and otherwise ranged in the venue. So just like a huge amount of material, original songs, sort of breadth of understanding and involvement in the tradition. Just, that was a lot of what, that Salik sort of represented that, and that was part of what was so wonderful about playing with him.
Yeah, that was one of the guy's toolbox. The guy just had a eclectic toolbox, which was like, when playing with him, did you know what to expect, or was there an element of like you were just along for the ride? I mean, I guess in terms of him,
it would depend on the gig. I mean, especially if we had rehearsals. I mean, if we were playing the straight, he'd given us sheets for, the straight ahead tunes we were going to do, and if we were playing at the showcase, although again, both the straight ahead, really sort of more straight gigs that happened at the showcase, as well as that crazy huge big piece I was just talking about, and then some didn't happen beforehand, and if we just showed up at the last gig I played with him, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was at Constellation. It was me, him, Preyas, Carlos, I think Fred Jackson, and I might be leaving one or two people out. I was on bass, and some folks might have had tunes, but basically we just played, and Salik was switching between vocalizing, piano, the sort of apps that he his iPad that he plugged in, doing electronics, and that was just like we showed up. Essentially, we just showed up and we played, and that's aside from anything else with folks who are sort of versed. I mean, especially with Salik, versed in this kind of expectation and tradition of experimentation, again connected to the older tradition. That's something you can do. You show up and start playing.
Yeah. Not everybody could do that. Prayas, after the second set from tonight, which is Prayas Roy quartet. Afterwards, Prayas and I were talking about outside of Elastic, and he was talking about gigs, and maybe this is one of them, where he'd be sort of like they'd be in the pocket doing their thing, and him not sure where to go next, and Salik would basically like lean over and like whisper something in his ear, like a line or like a little bit of music, whatever it was, sort of like here's what's next. He would give him the rhythm for what was going. So Prayas was like, okay, process that, and so it became his time to introduce that. It was from Salik, who was on the spot, reacting in a true sense, in a true great black music sense, and in a way that only him, uniquely, how he was raised, I think, and how talented he is. And I say is because that's what Z-Fest here is about keeping this legacy and influence alive. I very much feel like I didn't get to do enough with Salik, and so this is a chance in some ways to keep that going, keep the collaborations going, and just keep telling stories, and sort of keep them in the room, if that makes any sense. And I think this set coming up at 7 o'clock, this trio really did it. Fantastic.
I mean, thank you. I mean, the way I tried to conceive of it was within a short period of time to sort of, for myself, to try to. Sorry, I renewed the Twitch page and I started playing something from last night. Very nice set from last night. What my conception of it and what I tried to put together, and hopefully worked, was a mix of those things that might in other circumstances have been, this one little part of it would have been in one Salik venue, and then another would have been at a different part. So and trying to play at least one of his compositions, which was what we did. And it was funny when Prayas started playing, his set, and we were hanging out afterwards. I leaned over to D'Amica at one point because he pulled one tune which I almost pulled of Salik's, which I was sort of ready to do, potentially do. It would have been fine if we both did it, but it was just sort of funny. But yeah, doing a standard, that he liked to do. I wrote a little short sort of invocation piece for him at the beginning, and then playing an old Eight Bold Souls tune that Tamika suggested, which I think, which Tamika herself likes to do for some of her other sets, but which I think she's right, sort of has a good sort of Salik-like feeling and energy. Anyway, that's what I tried to do is get a little bits and pieces of sort of all these different aspects of him and ways in which he helped connect me to those different types of music as well.
Yeah, fantastic. That was great. Hear that Eight Bold Soul song in the end, because I didn't know what was going on. And I was like, oh yeah. It was like, I know this tune. I love this tune. Ladies and gentlemen, it's coming up. We're talking about the next minute. I encourage you all to head over to Twitch, the Elastic Arts channel. You can watch the premiere of Night 2 of Z-Fest. And you can watch the set from last night too. And I also encourage you on Monday night, same time, same channel, Z-Fest. This is 3 nights, 6 sets of creative music. What can I say, Alex? Thank you so much for getting involved here, man. I appreciate it.
Well, thanks so much. For conceptualizing and putting this together. It's really wonderful that you and Adam Zanolini and Dean and Daya, did this. This needed happening. It's great.
Yeah. We had a great time putting it together. And as Taleb Dean was saying, it's amazing that we put this together so quickly in such short a time, and that it was so fantastic. And I think that's a testament to, like, this is meant to be,
Yep.
So there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say goodbye to you. Thank you, Alex. Everybody, see you on Twitch, and we'll see you on Twitch tomorrow night. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Lewis. You too.
Here, brother.
Bye.
Thank you very much. This is Ed Wilkerson, Tamika Reed, and Alex Swing. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us and celebrating our friend Salik. You want to do H2O or? Okay, you want that? You want that one? Yeah. That piece was part of a suite that Siliq wrote called "With My Heart She Cries." The first piece was a short piece I wrote for Siliq. You want to do light on the pen? And this is an old Ape Old Soul song. Can you play one more free one and then play Song of the Song? Thank you very much. I'm going to play one more. Again, this is Ed Wilkerson, Tamika Reed, Alex Wing. Where has the time all gone to? Haven't done half the things we want to. Oh well, we'll catch up some other time. This day was just a token. Too many words are still unspoken. Oh well, we'll catch up some other time. Just when the fun is starting, comes the time for parting. But let's be glad for what we've had and what's to come. Still so much more embracing, still to be done, but time is racing. Oh well, we'll catch up some other time. Just when the fun is starting, comes the time for parting. But let's be glad for what we've had and what's to come. There's still so much more embracing, still to be done, but time is racing. Oh well, we'll catch up some other time. Please stick around for Prayas Roy, Vincent Davis, Fred Jackson Jr., and Junius Paul.
Edward, it was good to hear that 8-Pole Soul song.
got an institution going.
I know. Everybody is that. He's got a school of musicians. That's how you know somebody's great when they start recording people in their style. You said, I mean, you do. I mean, you're like. No, really. I mean, you were producing. I can tell when the guys play it, and they be like, Vincent. I can tell they're all bangled up and stuff. They got chewed up ears. I said, get the shit with that too, man. I know.
Right here.
I'm at this. Anytime you want to do something, man.
In that case,
Yeah, anytime you go, I'm down. Play with you, man. Anytime you want to do something. Yeah, I just, all those nights we played up that place for 2-3 people, man.
you know what you can tell me? We wouldn't reach it because we paid well.
Yeah. It was a good one. I mean, so I still talk to this guy. He asked about it. Jim Baker.
He's going to be on the game too. I talked to him.
Okay.